Hey, oh, this is not good lighting. This is the awfulest lighting ever, and I don't think you're going to be able to hear us. Alan's coffee was wrong, so he went back to fix that. Hey, Michael. I don't know how this is going to work. We are going to try to do a podcast from the mall. I'm telling y'all, I don't think you're going to be able to hear us. What if I go closer? You're going to be up my nose. And the lighting is awful. I look as old as I really am. Because the lighting's so bad. Oh, God. Hey, Danny. This is loosey-goosey, and I don't know how to tighten it. Babe, look how it's so wobbly. How do I tighten that?
Well, you do it before you put the phone in there.
Oh, okay. Alan's going to tighten it before we put the phone in there. I'm telling him the lighting is so bad here, I look as old as I really am.
Don't. There.
Okay, we're going to try it again. Again, hi, Ohio. I don't think you're going to be able to hear us.
What?
So,
well, if you usually talk louder than that.
well, because we're in a mall and people are around.
Well,
and we
this is what we're going to do. This is a pop-up version.
We haven't got permission to be here.
See, Michael says he can hear us just fine.
That's because I'm not talking. I don't know what I'm trying
Brenda Babin, say my name, say my name. You're acting kind of crazy.
Of course, we start to do the podcast and nobody's here, and now suddenly everybody and their mother is here.
Now everyone wants to be really
Why
close
is
to
it-
us. Babe, let's go get back.
I gotta be close to us, so. Oh, God. All right, how's that?
Oh, that looks great.
Sit up.
Babe, what are you doing?
I don't know. My whole balance is thrown off. But you have to have it closer, they're not gonna be able to hear us. See, and it's opposite, so you need to. Okay, but you need to like.
Stop.
Okay, put you in the center. I don't care.
I'm not putting me in the center. I'm just trying to put it somewhere where we can see each other.
I don't need to see you. All right, let's get started. Where's the recorder? It's way over there. All right, we got to get this started because I'm on a time crunch. I have to pick up Kellie from school.
Okay, we got it.
Y'all aren't going to be able to hear us, but whatever. I don't think. There's construction at the mall.
That guy with that mechanical ladder, he just... What?
Why? It's like, I'm not in it. Okay, there we go. It seems wrong, but that's right. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so bad. This is the first and last attempt at a live location.
We can't do that.
Okay.
Neon, we're not fighting. This is just...
This isn't fun. My script for the stamps is on the phone.
What are you looking at me for? You don't have another stamp script?
Nope. I could try winging it, or I could take some. She emailed both of us on yours. Pull up your email.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. I don't have a script for one of the spots we have to do, and it's on my phone, which we're using for the live.
We don't have a printer.
We're going to get a printer for Christmas. Honey, please put up the email.
I don't understand that.
Just please put the
email. We're going to get
a printer.
We're going to get a printer.
Put the email from Nicole. No. That's the updated bio. That's not the stamps. She's
Here are the copy points for December from Nicole Goggins.
Okay.
Is that what you need?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I need.
Is that what you need?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
See how we problem solve there?
All right, let's get started because I got to hurry.
Well, hey, you can't jip a sandwich in some Lovin Nation on a good podcast. What's the matter with you?
I'm chipping.
Are we going to do a sound test?
Test 1 2 1 2. I'm good.
Little pig, let me in.
All right.
I see levels.
What happened to your vulgar sexual innuendo testing joke? We're in the mall.
Yeah,
There's people around.
There could be children around. How does every one of my jokes begin, babe?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You have the order.
Yeah, I got the order.
Number 1 is Wonderly. Number 2.
Wonderly, Omaha, and then Stamps.
Okay, got it.
Broadcasting live. This is so exciting. We don't have any signage though.
That's okay. We're like, okay, hey, this is Kellie Rasberry, officially, legally Evans now, and my husband.
Hello, I'm Alan.
And we are, I don't know why I feel like we're breaking a law or something. We're really not, I don't think. We don't have permission to be here, but we think because we're in a public place that this is okay to be recording a podcast from the mall.
We're in a Starbucks, babe. You can do anything from a Starbucks, can't you?
Technically in a Starbucks. We're in a Starbucks.
The periphery of the Starbucks.
That's like not in a food court, but in a courtyard area of a mall.
Yeah, but we are in a mall, as you can see if you're watching the Facebook Live video. We're in a mall. There's Christmas shoppers. We saw
not a lot. It's a slow day.
We saw Kris Kringle a little while ago.
On break. He was on break.
He was hitting on some old ladies playing bridge.
He was not hitting on them. He was being polite and mingling on his break with ladies playing bridge in the food court.
Yeah. And we see people Christmas shopping. We see we're 2 mall walkers right now that are about to blow. I mean, they're about to blow by us right now.
Yes.
They're looking at us like, what are those 2 doofuses doing holding those microphones?
Obviously, something illegal. We're up to no good.
Yeah.
But no, we are doing Sandwiches and Lovin' live out on the road because we just wanted to. We thought we'd be around some energy and people, and we thought this would be fun. So we went to the food court and we had some China food. Because I don't know what we're thinking. Every day we say we're going to eat better, and we eat Chinese.
I had mall bourbon chicken, and you had mall orange chicken.
And it was so salty, and the lo mein was so salty. My whole mouth is torn up from the inside. But you know what? I did it to myself.
Now I'm washing that down with a big grande Americano that Kellie just got me from Starbucks.
Which I got wrong. Even though I wrote it down and repeated it to the man twice, it was still wrong. Let's just say it.
Well, I don't think they put enough caramel in it.
I said you wanted a grande Americano, 3 pumps caramel, extra steam breve.
Extra steam breve.
Which means cream, but you try to be fancy, I guess. Or is it half and half
breve?
No,
their Starbucks' term for half and half is breve.
Why?
I don't know. That's just what they call it.
Is it French?
I don't know that either.
I don't either. So I did that, and I ordered it. I said it to him twice, and I even showed him I wrote it down on my phone, and they got it wrong.
Yeah. What if somebody bombs us on our video? What are we going to do?
That. Oh, you mean photobombs? I thought you meant like attacks us like in a violent, terroristic manner.
No, why would I say that?
I don't know.
No,
I'm very paranoid. Very paranoid right now.
No, I'm talking about, and why is it, to your point, when Kellie and I set up for this thing, there wasn't a person within 10 square miles of us. Now
they see people with microphones, and they just want to know what's going on.
Now all these people are starting to kind of gather around us. We're creating a buzz, babe. I think we're creating a buzz. We're buzz.
Yeah.
We're buzz building.
People want to see us and be seen by us. That's what it is.
Yeah, but we don't have any signage.
No.
We don't have a promo girl out here. We got nothing.
No, just us.
It's just us and 2 microphones.
And our love. And we would have had sandwiches, but today we went for Chinese. So.
I wanted a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and you put the kibosh on that.
Well, I didn't put the kibosh on it. I just wanted to go to the little Chinese buffet line.
Yeah.
And you decided to follow me.
Yeah. Where you go, I follow. Now, babe, we've got
a lot to get to today.
I mean, this show is chock full.
And we're on a tight time crunch because I have to pick up my daughter from school.
Hey, look, if you have to blow out of here and do that,
I'll let you finish on your own.
I'll finish the podcast on my own. Now, we're going to lose 98% of our listeners, but I can still do it on my own.
It'll be towards the end of the show.
Yeah. No, we got to get Emma Kellie from school, and then we got some other stuff to do. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Name change is official.
Yes.
Your dad's birthday.
Yes.
And we're here at the mall to kind of get in the spirit for Christmas shopping. We talk about Christmas lists that we have and the kids' Christmas list. And then probably the biggest thing we want to announce on this live version is the winner of the New Year's Eve contest.
Yes, we're going to do that.
The Granite Park
Hilton
Granite
Park on New Year's Eve. ringing in the new year with the two of us.
Yes.
And hopefully a lot of other people. And if you haven't won tickets to, well, we're only going to give away one pair, so the odds are the rest of you aren't going to win tickets. We hope you buy them and come celebrate with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, it's a good little chunk of change to come and hang out.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great deal for what you're paying.
It's a fabulous deal.
Yeah, it's less than $200 per person if you want, you know, a food buffet, all you can drink. It's an open bar with, you know, like not cheap booze. It's good stuff. It's DJ Mike Morris dancing to midnight, a champagne toast at midnight for less than $200 per person.
And you're going to do the champagne toast at midnight?
Yes, I'll make it this time. And then if you do want a room package, those are available.
Can I have a kiss at midnight?
Yes, baby. I'll be awake this year at midnight.
So I'm not going to be alone at midnight this year?
Okay. No, you're not. And I'll have the links to, it's an Eventbrite. That's how they're selling tickets through Eventbrite. This social service to sell tickets. Anyway, I'll have the link on all of our social media up again today. So just search for it on our Facebook pages. You can find out. But, you know, please come and hang out with us on New Year's Eve. It's a lot of fun, I promise. I am a good time at these parties, as long as I'm conscious.
You're always a good time, babe.
I am a good time at parties. People might find that hard to believe.
So we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to get through it pretty quickly. But before we do that...
So paranoid.
Why are you paranoid?
The cleaning man is now staring at me. It's very... I'm afraid we're going to be asked to leave.
It's not something you see every day. Two yahoos with a microphone, and one yahoo's got his microphone pop filter about to fall off.
Thank you for at least admitting that to everybody, because you do that just to aggravate everybody. It's your bit.
That's what I do.
All right. What do you want to dive into first?
Well, we're going to dive into our first sponsor.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Which is Wonderbly.
Oh, gosh, honey, guess what got delivered to me this week?
Did it come?
Yes, it came.
Right.
A couple months ago, when Wonderbly.com decided to become a sponsor of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', I like to try all these things first so I can talk about it and tell you how great it is. Because I want to make sure if they're advertising on our show that it's a quality product that we're proud to use. And Wonderbly.com is exactly that.
And it is, because you ordered one for Dylan.
Yes, it's a book. It's
My son.
Dylan, our son now.
Our son.
Yeah. It's Wonderbly.com. They all started with this book called Lost My Name, and now they've grown from that. But Lost My Name takes your child's name, whether it's a boy or a girl, and they create a story based on the letters from your child's name. It's completely personalized. They also have one that deals with your that's based on your child's birth date. They have one that's personalized for My Golden Ticket, which is a Willy Wonka themed book going through the chocolate factory.
Willy Wonka.
Mm-hmm. They have a Christmas theme one, which is really awesome. This is recommended for about ages 2 to 8. It's called My Christmas Snowflake. You get a personalized ornament in the back of the book that you can hang on the tree and bring the book out every read, and it can be a tradition. And you can personalize it with up to 9 names in your family. So all the kids, the grandparents, aunts, uncles, you can put their names in the story too. They're beautifully books. They're quality made. That's what I'm so impressed by. They have hardcover. They have soft cover. You can pick if your child's a blonde or a brunette. You can pick the color hair of the character. And we ordered them. The turnaround is so quick. The quality is excellent.
Wonderfully written.
The packaging is beautiful.
Hand-drawn illustrations. Really nice books.
And when you go to Wonderbly.com, you can actually go ahead and enter your child's name, and you can see the entire book online immediately before you order it. And you can personalize it with a message. We love Wonderbly.com. We've ordered 3 of these for gifts for Christmas.
3 have you?
Yeah,
How
3
about
of
that?
them. Oh, surprise.
Yeah.
I've been doing all the Christmas shopping
Did you
in this
order me
family.
one?
No, baby, you're not a child.
Oh.
But you're going to enjoy reading the book we got for Dylan.
I know I will.
So if you'd like to order some of these books, you still have time between now and Christmas. The turnaround is quick. You can see what you're ordering today if you go to Wonderbly.com, Wonderbly.com. Enter your child's name for that free preview, and I know you're going to want to order it. And then if you enter the code SANDWICH at checkout, you'll get 15% off your order.
15% just in time for the Christmas season, babe.
Yeah, Wonderbly.com. Remember the code SANDWICH to save 15% on your order. Great Christmas gifts, great baby shower gifts, birthday gifts. Wonderbly.com.
And I've heard from some of our listeners who have gone ahead and taken advantage of this offer, and they're very happy with it.
I'm serious.
I've gotten some pictures in Facebook Messenger of some of the completed projects that some of our listeners have done, and they're very, very happy.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
With the quality there. So awesome. So yeah, you took a huge step today. On our website, we have a website, Kellie and I do, kellieandallen.com, and
we're going to start updating it more regularly too, blogging and things like that.
And we got some news about that and why that is. We'll go into that. But as Kelly and I were planning our wedding, I kept a wedding planning timeline on that website. So everything that happened, you know, I'd make a little post just to kind of keep a record of all the things that we did to plan for our wedding. Well, the last post I think I made was around July, it was when we got back from our honeymoon, July the 8th or 9th or something like that. And I think the post said something like, carried Kelly over the threshold into Evan's estate. But just a few days ago, I made another entry. And that was something that was really exciting for me, and it was a big pain in the rear for Kelly, and that was your name change.
It moved me almost to tears when they finally told me that it was happening. Long story short as I can make it, getting your name changed as a woman, sometimes it's as simple as you just take your marriage license up to the driver's license office or the Social Security office, you show them your marriage license, it's done. I didn't want to keep my first name, Angela, because I don't use that for anything. And if I would have just gone up there to the driver's license office with my marriage certificate, I would have been Angela Kellie Evans. I would have lost Rasberry, and I don't want to lose that.
Can't do that.
And Alan didn't want me to give up. I mean, it's not that I am an Evans now, but I want to keep Rasberry because I'm not Angela. I've never been Angela.
But you are Rasberry, and that's how most people.
Rasberry.
I mean, let's face it, that's how most people identify with you and know you.
And I didn't want to hyphenate. I don't know why. I just didn't want to. So I had to go through the legal process, which I did not know was going to be as big of a deal as it was. It started in September. The courthouse is on the other side of the county. Every time I go, it is far.
We live in a county called Collin County. And
the other side of Collin County is forever.
Really far to McKinney, where the courthouse is.
So, anyway, so they tell me I need to get fingerprints. I go to one fingerprint office. Oh, we don't do that here. You got to go to another fingerprint office. Alan goes all the way out there with me. Guess what? I forgot my paperwork.
So,
had to go back, so a lot of this is my error. I go back another time to the other side of creation.
Hashimoto's.
My fingerprints, because they're digital fingerprints, got rejected by the FBI because, yes, you have to have a criminal background check with fingerprinting because
this all sounds really shady,
well,
babe.
if people want to change their names, not always
No.
is it for a good reason. Sometimes it's because you're trying to avoid,
What are you trying to avoid?
Well, I'm saying not me, but other people could avoid.
Why couldn't they take your fingerprints?
Baby, I'm saying, okay. I just don't have good fingerprints.
Why?
And I don't have good veins. I don't have good veins either. I have a hard time giving blood. So anyway, I went through all that. I got rejected. I went up to the courthouse. I said to the ladies, I said, please make sure I have everything. I don't want to screw this up. We sent everything off. We forgot one of the court papers. Got sent back again. Finally, this last time my fingerprints got rejected, this was November. I'd started in September, October, November, so 2 months of this stuff. And I said, I'm just waiting until after Thanksgiving. I'm not going to go back up there and get another fingerprint card until after Thanksgiving. So I go all the way back out to the courthouse. Well, guess what? I had an extra set of fingerprint cards.
Unbelievable.
But I didn't discover till I got there. I was like, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to go in anyway because I want to make sure I don't need another court copy. This is a long story after all.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I have everything, all my ducks in a row before I send this off again. This is ridiculous. So I go in, I wait in line, my turn, and the lady's telling me, long story short, her boss says, why don't we just go ahead and print her out another copy of her court order just to be on the safe side. I don't think she needs it, but let's print it out anyway. And when she went to my file, it was marked approved.
And Kelly,
I had already been approved.
Here's the deal. Kelly called me with this real, just whipped sound in her voice. And I thought she had been denied again. And she just sprung it on me that she got approved. And it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Well, I had to go down to the court and stand before a judge. You have to swear and raise your right hand and swear before a judge. They give you a script where you kind of fill in the blanks. Like, my name is blank, I am blank, white, I was born in this county, in this state.
White flower.
You just fill in the blanks and you read it. And I'm requesting this name change because of marriage and da-da-da. And I had to swear in a court of law. And anyway, when she said that she was good with it and I was officially Kellie Rasberry Evans, I almost started crying.
I know. She called me. She sounded like relieved. She was almost in tears. That's why I thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
And then she said, no, I got approved. I'm like,
I'm approved?
That's amazing.
Now, I can't one more thing we have to get through before I can go. Now, I've got the court papers and stuff, but I have to fly in a week and a half. and the ticket's booked under Angela Kellie Rasberry, so I have to wait. I'm gonna go to the driver's license office and everything when I get back.
Oh, but you have the court order that says your legal name is Kellie Rasberry Evans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after I get back from that flight, then by the end of the year I'll have everything transferred.
So that's really cool. You know, Evans is not a real uncommon name. It's a pretty common name, but there aren't many Evanses like in my family. It's just me, my dad, my uncle, Cole and Dylan, and Brooke.
Yeah, but we're going to see if I can still get special treatment at restaurants.
Now this one.
When I be making a reservation under Evans.
We're making them under Rasberry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I get to be Rasberry then?
You get to be Rasberry. We make any kind of reservation for anything. Heck yeah.
I'm gonna use what little bit of pull Rasberry has for as long as I can. But that's exciting. I'm officially a Rasberry. And it was fun getting married and everything, but there was something about the judge declaring it that I was an Evans that just was like this weird, strange, euphoric, tearful. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened.
And I think I said that on social media after Kellie told me, like, I would love my wife no matter what her name is. If Kellie Rasberry, if her name was the same person, if her name was anything different, I'd still love her the same. But just the fact that your wife has your name, I mean, that makes me really happy. But, you know, nothing would be different if you didn't want to change your name. But it does make me happy that you did change your name. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So
I guess if I didn't change my name and then had a snarky attitude about it, you might have a problem with it. Like, you don't own me, that kind of thing. Like, some women hold on to their names, but then they're angry about it.
Well, yeah, if you're angry or gave me attitude about anything, I probably wouldn't like it.
I'm angry in general.
No, you're not. It's a bit. All right, well, speaking of raspberries, it was your dad's birthday this last week.
Yeah, my daddy turned,
How old did he turn?
72.
Did he really?
Looks good.
He did. He was feeling better. You know, he had that eye surgery we talked about in the last version of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', and he was feeling better.
Redheads, I don't know if it's raspberries. I know my aunts and myself and my dad, we have a lot of problems with medication and anesthesia. It hits us really hard. And so my dad had to be put to sleep for this surgery, and it took him a good week to recover from the anesthesia.
He didn't have his Dale Earnhardt glasses on. He had his regular glasses on.
Yeah, his eyes are looking better. He looks great. And 72, it's hard to believe to see to turn around and your parents, like, gosh, I can't believe they're so... Anyway.
Yeah.
So, Daddy likes to keep things low-key. He doesn't like to go out and do really big, too fancy of a dinner. And so we decided to have a cookout.
We had a cookout, and so I grilled for Mr. Rasberry, Mrs. Rasberry, your brother, your sister-in-law, and two of their children. And then your cousin Chelsea came over again with her husband Jose and their daughter
Sophie.
And then we had Brooke and McKellie, Cole, and Dylan.
Lots of people. And I bought a lot of meat, which Alan kind of tisk.
She
you got too much meat, Kellie.
I thought she did.
No, I didn't.
She brought home 3 packs of pre-made patties, and in each pack there were 6 because there were 3 deep.
Okay, 6.
So there was 18 patties.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought
we thawed out hog,
and we had we had hot dogs.
And what was left? Next to nothing.
Almost nothing.
Next to nothing.
A little bit of hog.
You're just not used to raspberries eating.
There's some heavy hitters.
Some big eaters.
Yeah, some big eaters. But it turned out almost to be a perfect amount of food. But that was fun. I haven't grilled for that many people in a long time.
Well, we're still finishing off the hog you killed. Was that back in February or January, February, something like that?
February or March.
It was a long time ago, and Alan finally got the skull of the hog he killed. So while everybody's chewing on the hog, the head of the hog that sacrificed himself for my father's birthday cookout was in the man cave.
Yeah, a taxidermist mounted this skull. I didn't want a real hairy hog head.
No, I didn't want that either.
Anywhere in the house. So I think it's called, my friend Patrick, who took me on the trip, he would know. I think it's called like a European mount or something like that. It's a skull. But it's basically a cleaned, bleached skull mounted on this really nice piece of wood that's been, polished or stained or whatever. So yeah, it's in the mini man room next to my vase, which you tried to put in the attic. You tried to put my vase in the attic.
The salamander on it.
Well, it's not a salamander, it's a snake.
Oh.
And you've called it an iguana and a salamander.
I don't know what it is.
Not either one of those. It's a snake. Did you hear about that snake that they caught in DeSoto? DeSoto's a suburb south of Dallas. A Burmese python.
But it was dead, I heard.
Like a 12-foot python.
I heard it was dead when they caught it, though.
Well, if it was outside, it would be dead. Somebody's trying to bomb us. If it was outside, it would be dead because it got cold last night.
Oh, is that why it died?
Yeah. It got into the 40s. I mean, a snake can't live through that. So anyway, on my vase is a snake. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm glad we cleared that up.
But I'm glad that was fun, and we gave what we gave my dad for his birthday was food. We gave him a lot of food. We gave him Cracker Jacks. We gave him.
He had shrimp flavored chips.
We gave him
sardines
and smoked oysters.
Kipper snacks.
Nothing but food.
Yeah, a lot of potted meat.
Yeah. What is wrong with the raspberries?
What do you think his sodium intake is here lately?
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But he was happy.
Okay.
He was happy.
Well, I'm glad he was happy.
And now your dad's birthday's next.
My dad's birthday's the 23rd, so he always gets kind of ripped off.
Well, we're not going to do that.
So close to the holiday.
And of course, he says it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal, and he's going to get a separate birthday and a separate Christmas.
We've always tried to do that for my dad. Have him open a birthday present on his birthday, and then have a cake. But he was telling me when he was a kid, it always kind of got rolled into Christmas.
I feel bad for Christmas babies.
Or any other holiday baby.
Yeah.
Or a leap year baby. Everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to talk.
Paranoid.
Everyone wants to talk on their phone now, like really
and walk
close
right
to us.
by us.
Yeah. I think they think we're like doing a Fox 4 broadcast.
Yeah, we look real professional.
Yeah.
And clean. You know what else I think we look? We look clean.
I just came from the gym. Kellie, well, you always
roll out of bed and put on a little effort, as little as possible.
Got them fancy UGG boots on.
They're not UGG. They're actually, Jenna got me these. She says they're better than UGGs. They're Australia Luxe collection.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
well, shows you what I know. Okay. Well, part of the reason Kellie and I decided to do this from the mall was just like she said, mix it up a little bit. We thought it'd be kind of fun, but we got to get our Christmas shopping done.
Well, I have been Christmas shopping. I've done a lot online. I have used our sponsors to order some gifts, and another one we're going to talk about in a minute. But I've been doing all the shopping. Everything under the tree was bought and wrapped by me. What have you bought anything for Christmas yet?
I haven't bought
one thing.
Not one single thing.
Well, all the kids have made their lists, and all of them are asking for a dog.
Yeah, it's on everyone's list.
Dog. They figure if all four of them ask, one of them will get their wish granted by Santa Claus.
They want
they want big dogs too.
Really?
Yes, like golden retrievers and stuff. I'm like, no.
Negative.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards no dog this year. I don't know.
I think we're still too close to Sydney and George's.
I'm telling you,
George's death, have a replacement.
George's death knocked me on my booty. I know there's people. George's death really knocked me on my booty. I feel a lot of guilt with that. But I'll tell you the honest truth, too. In addition to missing George, it is nice not having to worry about going out in the backyard without stepping in piles of poo.
Yeah, because I was the one always doing it.
Well, I'm just saying, and when I had to go, it's just a lot, and you have to take into consideration that, and, you can't leave the dog at home too long by himself, and, it's just a lot of responsibility. The kids, and this is the thing, the kids think they're getting the dog. No,
it'd be our dog. Like, we would be the ones to take care of it.
Let's clarify that a little bit more extensively. It would be my dog.
Why do you say, why would you
Because
say
that's
that?
just the way it works out. It's never, it's always the woman's dog.
How is that?
Because I'll end up doing everything. I'll end up doing all the vet visits. I'll be doing all the grooming visits. I'll be the one out. It's going to be my dog. And that's what I have to be.
Where is this coming from?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
I can't believe you're saying this.
Well, it's the truth.
Did I take George to the vet?
You did take him for me for a couple of times.
Did I pick up George's poop? Did I feed George?
I'm guessing you did a couple times. Yes, you did a couple times.
Did I take care of George when you were gone? To kids?
The majority of it was on me, and you have to know that's true.
Well, okay, but I don't...
Okay, so now you're conceding that part's true.
No, I don't think you can say that it was... Well, George was your dog, but I helped take care of him.
You did help at the end, yes. Thank you very much.
I can't believe she said that.
That's true. I'm going to be the one that has to potty train a dog. I'm just telling you, it's going to be my dog. And the kids don't understand that. If every child says the same thing, I'll take care of it. And they're liars. Children are liars. They don't take care of it.
Here's the only thing I request. If we ever do get a dog, it's a dog that if I take it for a walk, it can keep up with me when we walk. So not a little tiny, like a really small dog.
Okay, my only request for a dog...
A medium-sized dog.
No. The dog has to fit through the doggy door.
Can we get a bigger doggy door?
No, because then people can fit through the doggy door.
What else is on their Christmas list?
Bunch of random stuff. My daughter is so excited, though, about one thing. There is a YouTube not a blogger. A vlogger? Is that a vlogger? A video blogger? Anyway, her name is Savannah LeBrant. And she had this little girl. I can't remember anybody's name right now. They had a little girl, and apparently this man came into their lives. And I always thought he was the little girl's father, but it's not. He treats Savannah's daughter as his own. He fell in love with both of them, and they got married. They do all this stuff on a YouTube channel. Anyway, Savannah LeBrant has decided to start her own clothing line. And it's very simple t-shirt dresses and stuff like that. Well, that's all my daughter's been asking for. She doesn't care if she gets anything else besides a dog, is a Savannah LeBrant t-shirt dress. And so I was talking about it on the radio, and apparently, yeah,
I've seen her Christmas list.
I know it's long, but she keeps coming back because I told her she has to give me a lot of options because she can't just give me 2 things. That's what I've told her.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody has to ask, because she has to come up with a list. So anyway, Savannah LeBrant's mother-in-law apparently listens to the show, even though she wasn't listening when I mentioned it, and she somebody tweeted her or something. She goes, I heard something about Kellie Rasberry and my daughter-in-law, and then one of our listeners said, wouldn't it be nice if Savannah LeBrant sent, Emma Kellie a t-shirt dress? Well, I wrote back, because I know Emma Kellie's not listening. I said, I appreciate it, but I've already gotten her a dress. She's a really big fan. And Savannah LeBrant wrote me back and said, that's so sweet. Tell her I said, hey. So I showed Emma Kellie, not the part where I bought her the dress, she's going to die, that Savannah LeBrant said, hey, she about peed her pants. Did you see her screaming and carrying around?
Yeah, she was excited.
She was jumping around screaming because this YouTube star, Savannah LeBrant, acknowledged her existence.
How about that?
So that was on her Christmas list I got.
She had about a 20 deep Christmas list, babe.
Well, because I told her you can't just ask for one thing. You can't just ask for, a dog, because number one, you're not getting a dog, and number two, then nobody else, you can't just get...
Kellie had some work to do last night, so speaking of Christmas shopping, Emma Kellie and I came over to this mall, actually, where we are, and had Chick-fil-A, and then we went around and did a little Christmas shopping, did some Christmas looking, yeah. And I went into a hat store, and I found 2 hats for my sons, one for Cole and one for Dylan. And Emma Kellie helped me pick them out. Hey, mate. And I went up to pay for these. Wow. I went up to pay for these hats, and this guy jumped right in front of me in line, and he ordered 100 hats. And I was like, this can't be happening. We're the only 2 people in the store. Why did this guy just jump in front of me? And he, sure enough, the salesperson saw a guy who wanted 2 hats and a guy that wanted 100 hats.
But you have to order them over the phone.
And he's going, has to order over the phone. So he's going to help the guy that wants 100 hats. Mm-hmm. So Emma Kellie and I stand there for about 15 minutes waiting on this guy to put this order in. And we thought, no.
Peace out.
Peace out. We're not going to do this any longer. So then we rolled down to the Adidas store, and she tried on a bunch of shoes, and she wants some Adidas with the gold stripes on them. Mm-hmm. So we picked out her size, but they didn't have them, but now I can
get that from you.
We can get that. And then probably the most fun part is we went to the Apple store, which is always fun to go to. The Apple store is always fun.
Oh, does anybody want something from the Apple store?
I might drag the old wifey down there before we leave today.
That's right.
But Emma Kellie, she goes, okay, Alan, here's what I want from the Apple store as we're leaving. She goes, I want an iPad Pro, I want a MacBook Pro, I want an iPhone X,
Apple Watch.
I want an Apple Watch, and there was one other thing she wanted. Oh, and I want Bose speakers. I'm like, oh, okay. We'll have to run that by your mom and see if we can get all that, but that's probably, if I had to estimate all that, that's probably about $5,500 worth of gear. And she's like, really? And I said, yeah, that's about how much that costs. So she may hit you up with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that, Emma Kellie. No, I'm going to tell you what I was doing while y'all were out Christmas wishing, is I went to an event in Dallas, at the Dallas Museum of Art. It was Women in the World, and it was Tina Brown who put it on. A lot of people may be familiar with that. She had a bunch of women leaders come in and speak, and it was like Q&A things. It was so interesting, and it made me feel so inadequate as a woman that I'm not doing more for other women. It's about women helping women, because a lot of times women, their reputation is being backstabbing, competitive, catfighting, things like that. So it's women who are in leadership positions and encouraging other women to step in and, in the climate we're in right now, to take leadership roles. And we heard from the first female police chief of the city of Dallas, we heard from a retired Lieutenant Colonel Marine fighter pilot who is now running for Congress.
What does she fly? Do you know? Helicopters or airplanes?
No, it was airplanes.
Wow.
Please don't ask me. I've got it all in my app.
Oh, that's okay. I was just curious.
You can download the Women in the World app if you want to see the women that we heard from.
Wow.
We also heard from Jen Selter, I believe is her name, and she was a member of the Dallas Diamonds professional football team, the women's football team, and now she's the first female coach in the NFL.
Who does she coach?
I don't know. I'm so bad. I really don't think they said. But anyway, we also heard from a woman named Hannah Song, I believe is her name.
Uh-huh.
She is the president and CEO of an underground railroad. It's a 3,000-mile journey that rescues people from North Korea who are trying to escape. And if you saw in the news recently about that one man that ran for his life and got shot, this is a way. It's 3,000 miles. And she was talking about this whole underground network of people. A lot of the journey is on foot. She said they had this one couple, they were in their 70s, and they made that 3,000-mile journey. And they asked him, why did you do that at this late in life? Why would you risk everything?
Yeah.
And if they get caught and sent back,
dead.
It is awful, the torture.
Dead meat.
And not only are they tortured, their children, their grandchildren, generations are put in prison camps and tortured for the sins of one they considered a sin to try to escape. He said, because I promised my wife that we would live our last years in freedom. And in their 70s, they fled. So that's incredible.
Wow.
It's an underground network, or underground railroad. We heard from all sorts of people like that. We heard from a woman who had been kidnapped and held prisoner for 4 years by this man that was involved in some sort of cult. He and his daughter starved her, and he impregnated her. She had 2 babies and was starving them all. And the reason she was rescued is one of her 2 babies starved to death. This is horrible. Everybody's bawling. Starved to death. The man, the cult leader, the father of that baby, 3 hours after the baby had died, decided to take the baby to the hospital. Weird, right? I'm telling you, I believe that was the hand of God. You're like, but why would God let this happen? I don't have the answers for everything, but
man, those are heavy
because
stories.
Of that, she said that was my angel. My baby was my angel because that led police to me. And they said she was within less than a day of dying. And now, when she was, the only way she stayed sane for 4 years of captivity was she wrote poetry. And she had to memorize it because when you find her writing poetry, he'd throw it away. And so she memorized it. And now she spoke for like 10 minutes this beautiful poem that she wrote in captivity, and that's how she survived. I'm telling you,
that is horrible.
Go to Women in the World.
That's powerful.
And there's a huge conference coming up in New York the weekend of my birthday in April that a lot of us are like, we need to go to that. Yay, women!
Poetry,
women rock.
Hey, let me ask you a couple of questions after just hearing you go through that story. Why is it, because you were talking about women standing up for, why is it that big men get labeled as being jolly, but a bigger woman gets labeled as being bitchy?
Where did that come from? Where did you get that out of my spiel?
I just thought of that at the very beginning when you were talking about women stabbing each other in the back and all that. Stabbing each other in the back. Well, but think about it. Why are big guys jolly?
Are you talking about
and grumpy?
Weight-wise, or are you talking about power-wise?
Yeah, power.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, because jolly implies rotund.
And then poetry.
I have no idea where your head is right now.
Well, I've had too much coffee, and I feel really paranoid in this mall.
I know, but I'm just telling you, go to Women in the World. It's an app you can download and find out more about these really inspiring stories from women.
And speaking of poetry, will you help me with my Longfellow later?
All right, let's move on. I know that was probably dirty.
You know what?
And I'm about to tell you about this fabulous Christmas gift that I got for some people on our list.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Maybe we should have transitioned right out of that joke. But listen.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. You've gotten, well, no, we can't say, can we?
Well, we can, because Yeah, we can.
Are you sure?
Our parents aren't listening to our podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
So listen, there's like for my dad, he loves to eat. We give him gifts of food. Your dad, let's be honest, he loves to eat too. We come from people that love to eat. And if you're looking for a gift for somebody who's kind of hard to get for, maybe a boss or your father-in-law, your dad or something, I'm going to tell you, this is a gift that's going to score big time.
I want this.
I know you do. It's a gift from Omaha Steaks.
Omaha Steaks.
Because I'm telling you, you think everybody's got everything. People love a good, men love to grill. I'm saying not just men, women do too, but there's something about a man over a grill. They like that. And to get delivered to their door this beautiful case of meat
to your door.
To your door. It's awesome. Omaha Steaks.
To your door. And you know what? If you're a guy or you're a guy, he doesn't like coming to the mall, like we're at the mall right now. Doesn't have to go to the mall.
No, it's delivered to his door.
Delivered right to the door. Avoid the lines.
And we got one of these packages again. We want to see, what are we talking about? What are we telling our listeners we want them to give? Because we want to sample it ourselves. So we got one of these, and this is what you'll get in the gift package we have set up with Omaha Steaks. List all the items that they're going to get.
How about 2 filet mignons? How about 2 sirloins, top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages. My mouth is watering right now. 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets.
Dessert.
Yes. 1 Omaha Steak seasoning packet. And plus, if you do all this, you'll get 4 additional kielbasa sausages free.
So that's 8 sausages.
8 sausages.
About right now. How do you get this?
Did you mention the price?
I haven't gotten this. Okay, so that's a great deal. This is from Omaha Steaks, and now you can get that entire pack that Alan just described in its entirety for only $49.99. That is 75% off.
That's crazy.
Here's how you get it. You go to omahasteaks.com, and in the search bar at the top, you just type in my name, Kellie, Kellie, and this is the offer that'll pop up. All that you just listed. And Omaha Steaks has more you can add on to your gift. If you want to get just that, that's fine. That's what I ordered for our parents. You can also add on different steaks. You can add on more chicken. You can add on more sausage.
Seafood.
Everything right there at Omaha Steaks. You can mix and match and come up with all these great combinations, or they have some prearranged gift ideas for you right
500 there. Of them, babe.
500. There's something for every single person on your list. Even if they don't eat meat, you can order some vegetables. Would you do that from Omaha Steaks? So again, go to Omaha Steaks right now for only $49.99. You get that fabulous family gift pack if you put the code Kellie, Kellie, in the search bar, okay?
omahasteaks.com.
Guaranteed to be a hit. I'm so excited because my dad's going to get his this week.
And I think we ordered one for my dad too, right?
We did. I already got the email that my dad's is on the way.
I really hope that they don't listen to this.
They won't.
I hope not.
They don't even know what I do for a living, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of do for a living, should we talk about that just real quick? Kind of what...
If you want to.
What's happened in my life over the last
if you want to, I'm
week.
Completely on board with that, babe.
Well, just real quick, guys, just kind of a little personal story here. I've spent, almost 25 years in the corporate world doing marketing and advertising, a lot of different types of jobs. Well, I actually quit my day job. I'll just get right to the point there. And Kellie and I have decided that, we really want to focus on the podcast and devoting a lot more attention on the podcast and marketing the podcast. So I've decided to kind of go out on my own and start doing that, and putting all my time and energy into what we're doing together. And then we have a lot of other ideas about some business ventures that Kellie and I want to get into as well, and probably not ready to talk about those yet, but we want to kind of grow that direction.
One of our first ideas was doing the podcast in a mall.
Yeah. How do you like that? That's going to make big money. So anyway, I'll have a lot more time and flexibility to help Kellie out and for us to, do the podcast.
Grow something together.
Yeah, grow something together. And we've said all along, Kellie's done this her whole career and it's kind of worked for her, but I think she likes it because it's a little different. And I like it because it's totally different for me. This is a total career change for me, but I'm excited about it. And I think our fans like what we're doing. At least we get a lot of good feedback. So I think we're going the right direction, but I know we can make it a lot bigger. And
always
better.
Can be better, right?
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I wanted to mention. It's not like it wasn't some knee-jerk decision. Kellie and I talked about it for a long time and talked to my family about it a little bit, and everybody's been real supportive.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jerry Rasberry wishes you would have run it by him first.
Does he really? Does he really?
No.
Did he really?
He didn't say that.
Are you serious?
I told you what my mom said. We're always the last to know.
Yeah, but your mom. I don't like that they feel like that, but when your dad had his eye surgery, he was going in that day, and we didn't even know about it. So I don't know. Maybe we need to all communicate better.
Maybe we need to send out a family newsletter.
Yeah. All right. Well, probably the hottest thing we got going is this Instagram contest, and
it's over.
It's over. The Instagram contest is over, and we saw a lot of entries, and we picked a winner. The children picked a winner.
Yeah, we had nothing to do with it.
We had nothing to do with picking the winner for that contest.
We learned a lot letting the children pick the winner. They were not interested in fancy production value at all.
No, and this is we mentioned a little earlier in the podcast, didn't we, what the winner gets.
So we can say it again. We originally, the reason we decided to give away a trip to celebrate New Year's Eve with us is because we were trying to think of something we could do to celebrate reaching 1 million listens on the podcast. And I was talking to my boss man George, about it,
Amen.
Who, my husband and he have an ongoing affair. And
you heard of the bromance?
Yeah, this
Amen.
is full-fledged.
It's real.
So anyway, he said, why don't we do a New Year's Eve package, and it's tickets to the Hilton Granite Park, New Year's Eve, a room at the hotel, and then airfare if needed for the people to fly in. So we were all on board. Great. And so we had this Instagram contest, but we didn't want people to be mad at us if they went to all this trouble and didn't win. So you had a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old picking the winner.
That's right.
Right. And, I'm telling you, some of the entries were so beautifully done. And I'm prefacing that because, the kids apparently...
No, don't give it away yet.
Okay.
No, we're gonna go through it here in just a second.
Okay, I'll let you do
I know where you're going. I know where you're going with that, but...
Hey, fair is fair, and the winner deserves it.
Yeah.
She did a great job as well.
He or she.
Or she. Sorry.
Unbelievable.
This androgynous winner we had.
So why don't we finish the podcast off by going through the contest entries and how the children judge them?
Oh, you want to do that specific? You go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to do that. But before we do that, we're gonna finish off with our last sponsor, and then.
Well, you have it in your email. Remember, your phone is underneath that blue sheet. This is us flying by the seat of our pants.
We're actually flying by the seat of our pants because we don't have a printer.
Yeah, we're going to get a printer. My parents gave me a dollar amount we can spend on ourselves for Christmas, so I'm going to go get a printer with that. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
We need that for our sandwich and some Lovin. All right, so one thing we don't have to worry about is going to the post office with our new business venture, thanks to Stamps.com.
Thanks to Stamps.com.
Once we have that printer in our home, that's all you need is a desk and a printer.
Yeah.
And you can do everything you can do at the post office. You can print out the stamps you need. You can mail packages. I know a lot of you probably have a lot of packages you need to mail for the holidays. And how many times have you driven around in the car with everything you need to mail in the back of your car because you just don't have time to swing by the post office until finally one day you decide to give up your lunch hour to go stand in line.
But Stamps gives you all the services of the post office, and you can just do it at home, right?
You can do it at home, and you don't have to guess on the postage because not only does Stamps.com sell you the postage, they provide you with a scale. So you can weigh all of your packages. It takes all the guesswork out of it, right?
Nice.
So as long as you have your own computer, as long as you have a printer, and you've got the scale thanks to Stamps.com, you can print any postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail, and then the mailman picks it up, or the mailwoman.
And the one thing you got to know about Kelly is she mails a lot of stuff.
I do a lot of care packages and stuff. So if you want to take advantage of this and just save yourself a lot of time, the post office has hours. Their postal employees want to go home to their families just like you do. So you can do this anytime that's convenient for you, in the middle of the night if that's what works for you. Again, go to Stamps.com, and you can take advantage of getting free, a 4-week trial free, plus postage, and that digital scale. No long-term commitments if you go to Stamps.com and type in the code SANDWICH. Okay, we're a sandwiches from Lovin. The code is sandwich if you go to stamps.com and enter sandwich. That's a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale and no long-term commitment.
And I think they got to click that little microphone up in the top right of the screen.
Thank you, honey.
Stamps.com,
I'm sorry,
right?
I'm reading
No,
this off
that's
an
okay.
email, and
That's
so
all
I'm
right.
a little bit discombobulated.
That's how they take advantage of that, is go to stamps.com, click the microphone
In the
at
top
the top
right
of the
corner.
homepage, and type in sandwich. Yeah, you got
Okay.
it. That was it.
I love that. We did have a printer, but we don't have a printer right now. We're without one. I said, well, this is a great time
Yeah,
to get back on the stamps.com bandwagon. So I got everything else. We just had a bum printer.
It's a great service. Okay, well, you probably hear a lot of background noise, Sandwiches in Lovin Nation, and that's because we are broadcasting, doing our podcast from a mall by a Starbucks.
And apparently they decided to clean all their equipment right
Yeah,
now.
they just fired up some giant piece of machinery. What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's over now. Okay, so here's how the contest went, guys. I know a lot of you are sitting on the edges of your seats.
Not the men. The men aren't.
Well, you already said it was a woman who
That's
won.
right.
Jeez. I bet if I quizzed her enough, I could get some information out of her as to what she's bought me for Christmas already.
Nope, not going to tell
No,
you.
not gonna tell me? Okay. Probably nothing.
I know it's not that phone.
Oh, no.
See, I'm of the opinion that you get a phone when your old one breaks, not just because you want
This
a
one
new
doesn't
one.
work.
It works fine.
Babe, it keeps it charged for like an hour.
All right, whatever. Go ahead.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Yeah, our Instagram
Yeah, go
contest.
ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what we did. We got a bunch of entries online. So as we told you, everyone who wanted to enter had to use the hashtag SandwichNYE17. So we go out there and we search for Sandwich NYE17 on that hashtag on Instagram, and we see a bunch of pictures. Really cool. A lot of entries. Like Kelly said, some really creative entries. So I asked the children one by one to come in and give me their top 3 entries. So we scrolled through every picture that had that hashtag, and they told me, we scrolled through them several times, and they told me what their top 3 entries were. And they did this independently of one another so they wouldn't affect each other's
Right.
votes.
No influencing.
I didn't say one word. I just scrolled through the pictures. Click, click, click.
I wasn't even in the room.
Kelly wasn't even in the room.
Because I feel such responsibility. I want everybody to win.
Right. So we went in age order. So Brooke was the first child to vote. And her top 3 were...
You're going to tell?
I'm going to tell them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them. Because I want to give credit to a lot of the people who may not have won,
Okay.
but they submitted a good entry that the children liked. So Brooke, who's my 12-year-old daughter, Instagram user The Marvelous Life, the Yummy PB&J entry. She liked that one. Instagram user Jessie Elaine 82, the couple with the hoagies entry. She liked that one. And then Instagram user Confect and Serve, the entry Mother and Her Son.
Okay.
Those are the 3 that Brooke liked.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on to EK.
EK.
In the Kelly.
Brooke scurries on her way. Here comes EK,
Who's 11.
who's 11. So EK and I did the same drill. Scroll through all of them. She looks at them. We scroll through them again. She starts giving me her top 3. EK from Instagram user JKALINEC323. Feeding the border collie wearing a Texas Tech kerchief, leftover turkey.
Okay.
I think it's a border collie. It's a black and white shepherd-looking dog. May not be a border collie, but it was a dog.
Okay.
It was a dog. Emma Kelly also liked Instagram user Anna Sastine, the Hello Kitties with the kitty cat. There were 2 adults dressed up in kind of these Hello Kitty onesies.
Oh, okay.
And there was a real cat in there, and they were all sharing a sandwich. So that was a funny one that EK liked. And then Instagram user Elwood14 posted a picture of 2 very guilty-looking puppy dogs that wanted a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay, so far we've got 2 children who have picked 6 different entries.
Right. This is a problem.
There's only 2 children left.
Yeah. Cole,
Okay.
who is 9.
Cole is 9. Cole, he liked the entry from Instagram user JKALINEC323. Feeding the border collie wearing the Texas Tech kerchief, leftover turkey.
Or she has a complicated Instagram handle.
2 votes for that one.
Okay.
Cole also liked the entry from Stella Queen 12, the sad French bulldog wanting a turkey sandwich.
Oh.
Okay, that's 1 for that one. And then Cole also liked the entry from MICHEK Dickey, the magician and the assistant, floating the sandwich.
I thought that was a cool one.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
It's very artistic.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Do you like magic?
But I don't get to vote.
You don't have no vote.
I don't get to vote. Cole liked that one. Well, tell you what, guys. Here is the last child, and that would be the 5-year-old Dylan. Dylan did the same drill. Cole runs out of the room. Here comes Dylan. We go through the pictures.
None of the kids knew what the others had picked.
They had no idea. But now the 5-year-old is the tiebreaker for this contest. Dylan, he liked Instagram user Stella the Queen 12, a sad French bulldog wanting turkey sandwich.
I heard that one before, yeah.
We've heard that one once before, so that's 2 votes for that one. He also liked Anna Sastine, Instagram user Hello Kitties with the Kitty Cat. That's 2 votes for that one. This is the last entry, babe. So
what's it gonna be?
Well, if it's the Border Collie, if it's the French
Hello
Bulldog,
Kitty.
or if it's the Hello Kitty,
Okay.
one of those 3 is going to win because they all have 2 entries.
Right.
Well, I think we should just talk about this next podcast.
Oh, Alan.
Oh, okay. So Dylan's last selection.
Uninfluenced.
Yeah, my laptop's having a problem connecting here.
You want a new laptop for Christmas too?
I
know that's coming next.
No, I just got this laptop. I'm having a problem seeing the screen though.
Quit looking at me.
The 3rd entry that Dylan liked was from Instagram user
Oh my gosh.
JKALINEC323.
Is that Jacqueline? Or do you think it's Jacqueline?
Feeding the Border Collie wearing a Texas Tech kerchief leftover turkey. That is your winner, ladies and genitals. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the winner. Your winner, yay, is Jennifer Kalanick.
Sure, I don't know.
I did a little creeping on her.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
did some creeping on her.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting.
She's actually here in Dallas.
Yay! Boss Man George is going to be so happy.
Boss Man George like that. Now,
because he won't have to pay for airfare.
We're very happy for Jennifer. That's the one the children liked. 3 of the kids all had that in their top 3. So that's the one that wins.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to Jennifer.
If you didn't win, I'm so sorry, because honestly, I'm horrible at these things. I want everybody to win, and it just doesn't always work out that way. But I'm glad she did a good job.
She did. And
you know what we learned is kids like animals.
We learned that kids like animals. All the ones that had animals in them, they picked.
And they're all asking for dogs for Christmas. That should have been a big clue there.
Yeah. And, now nothing against any of the entries. They were all really cool.
Oh, yeah.
My personal favorite. Did you have a personal favorite?
It was hard because there were some that were so close.
I mean,
that one with the artsy one, and there was,
with the magic?
Yeah, the
magic.
That
was cool.
There were some really good
ones.
They
were all cute.
And just adorable ones, too.
I thought the peanut butter and jelly one was really cool.
Yeah.
Our friend Neon. And the Lady and the Tramp, with the
sandwich.
With the sandwich was creative. They were all really creative. So we really appreciate you guys, trying the contest. That was a lot of fun for us.
Hopefully, if you didn't win, I'm so sorry, and thank you for taking the time to do it. But hopefully, you'll still, if you like to party with us, tickets are still available to come to the Hilton Granite Park with us on New Year's Eve. Our social media pages will have the link to the party there, and it's too much to list here. It's like an Eventbrite site. So if you just go to our Facebook pages, you have a link on yours as well, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll have it on a sandwich and some Lovin's Facebook page, and both my Kellie Rasberry pages, and we'll have it on Alan Evans' Facebook page. So there'll be a way for you to click on it and buy the tickets.
So are we going to have our peeps contact Jennifer's peeps to get her tickets and everything? Okay.
I'll get Amy, my friend Amy, who is working on that. She'll get that.
Awesome. So again, congratulations to Jennifer Kalanick, school teacher from Dallas, Texas. 2 tickets.
School teacher.
2 tickets to the New Year's Eve party hosted by Kellie at Granite Park Hilton in Plano, Texas. Plane tickets, but she doesn't need them. She's right down the road. Open bar, dinner, photo booth.
Teacher's gonna let her hair down.
Heck yeah! Complimentary room that night
Yes.
if she wants to take advantage of that. So
who wouldn't want to take advantage of that? Take advantage of that.
Are we taking advantage of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not Ubering home that night.
No. Yeah. Even though we literally live like 2 miles from here, we're staying in the hotel.
Right.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But we have a few more shows to get through, a few more podcasts between now and New Year's Eve. A lot to do between now and then, a lot of shopping to do, and since we're at the mall...
Got a lot of shopping to do.
Oh, I got to go pick up my kid from school. I was hoping to run and get a couple of things off of our Christmas list today.
Well, I think we're going to have to come back and do our shopping, because like Kellie said...
Time's ticking.
We could sit here and talk to you guys for a long, long time, but we probably need to shut her down.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, folks,
this has been interesting.
This has been fun,
yeah. And a lot of people got a little preview of the sandwiches from Lovin.
And everyone wants to sit really close. and then they look at you like,
what are you doing?
With a furrowed brow. They're like, like they've never seen two people like.
Well, it is kind of, let's be honest, two people sitting with a laptop and microphones in the mall.
And then
we do look very suspicious.
And then one puts his microphone like that.
You're just annoying. You're just trying to be annoying. Well, we do look suspicious. We're talking into a phone and
we got this Buck Rogers looking thing up here. This recorder.
They know we're up to no good.
Yeah, none of this looks really on the up and up.
Maybe if you came out, you know what you should have done? You should have worn a Santa outfit and just see if people would come up and ask if they could sit in your lap. And just see. They might have just assumed you were part of the mall's bit.
The creepy Filipino Santa with the black beard.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
That's seedy.
We should have put out like a hat and just see if people would have thrown money in.
I told Kelly, I said when we were walking up, I said we're basically busking.
Well, busking, doesn't that imply you get tips?
Yeah, we put a jar out.
Maybe
we're doing this is a grassroots effort here. We're doing a little podcast.
And honestly,
a little fledgling podcast.
I was kind of hoping maybe somebody that listens to the podcast recognizes. This is kind of what I was secretly hoping, but I didn't want to say. And they would find us and come up and sit down, and we were just done like a little impromptu little interview or something.
I thought we'd get to interview somebody.
But maybe the more we do it, the more people will say, hey, is that Kelly and Alan from the Sandwiches from Lovin? Let's go say hey. So if you ever see us out in the mall or somewhere doing this, come up.
Yeah, come sit with us.
Be part of the show.
Yeah.
But don't cuss, because that makes our producer Robert have to go in.
Coming from no, he doesn't edit out any of that.
I wouldn't allow a lot of an occasional like
S-bomb
or a D-bomb.
I've never thrown down any of that.
I've thrown the S-bomb out.
S-bomb right here.
I would let that go, but if it gets, some people might.
I've thrown out an A-bomb. You've thrown out an S-bomb.
I want to have Robert go back and edit all that out. So.
Well, we don't want Cheddar doing that.
But hey, if you ever see us out, come up and say, hey, we'd love to, stick a microphone in your face and see what you want to share with the podcast listeners.
It's funny, I just was at this mall yesterday, and I got a message from a lady who was here with her daughter shopping, and they saw Emma Kelly and us. And she said, we were too embarrassed and scared to come up and say hi. It's like, come up and say hi.
Unless Alan and I, you can tell by the looks on our faces if we're angry.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be very apparent if we're not in the mood to talk. It'll be very, very easy to tell.
But if you can tell that we're like semi-jovial, you can say hi.
Yeah, we're always semi-jovial.
Yeah, semi. And if we have microphones on our faces, definitely say hi.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, be a part of the podcast. We'd love to talk to you. And hey, and this is something else I told Alan I want to do in 2018. I want to start going back into the studio, because when we go into the studio where I normally do the Kickraddick Morning Show, we can take phone calls and we can talk to listeners that way, and then we can be a little bit more interactive. So we want to do that too.
Yeah. Now that my schedule's freed up a little bit, I can do that. I can come into the studio and help Kelly or be on the podcast with Kelly. We can do interviews from the studio.
Yeah, we can do a lot. So if you have any questions, ideas, comments, you want to ask Alan anything, the email is podcast@kellyandalan.com.
Mm-hmm.
And KELLIE and ALLEN.com.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, we have an Instagram account for A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We have a Facebook page, so go out there and follow both of those. And our website that Kelly just mentioned. Going into 2018, I know we're running a little long here, but just real quick, going into 2018, there's going to be a lot more cool stuff there for you to follow. Kelly's going to start blogging, so she's going to start putting some pretty good thoughts down on paper, and we're going to start posting those. So that'll be exciting, kind of get a little glimpse into what Kelly does during the day and
I used to blog,
all the things she works on.
I used to blog all the time. It was Kelly's diary, and Kid used to read it in my voice, and I kind of got burned out of that and quit doing that for a while. So I'm going to start trying to do that again. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. And then we have a big thing Kelly and I like to do, and I'm just kind of teasing a future podcast, is we're about to make our bucket list for 2018, and that's something we've done the last 2 years, and we're having dinner at a nice restaurant we like to go to on New Year's Eve, I think. New Year's Eve, because New Year's Eve on the 30th. Yeah, because on the 31st we're hosting a party. Yeah. So on December 30th, our new tradition is going to be going to this nice restaurant. We sit down with our little leather book, and we make a list of everything we want to accomplish in that year ahead together, and some things on our own. Yeah. So we're going to be doing that. So be listening for that in a future episode. Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun and different, babe. This was fun, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of looking our direction in a very confused way. So we're gonna get out of here. I'm ready to go. This is awkward. Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. So weird. So creepy. All right, stop.
Look, we need a sandwich and some Lovin t-shirts.
Well, we have to get a logo. We'll get all that stuff. All right, we got to go because I got to get my daughter.
Yeah.
Say goodbye while I'm packing up, I guess.
Goodbye while I'm packing up, I guess.
Oh, my lips are so dry. I'm so thirsty. I want some water. All that Chinese food, y'all, I've never had some. I just might have inhaled a salt shaker. It was so salty. Okay. Y'all, it's been fun. It's been real fun. We gotta go. Hey, Grayson.
Oh, Grayson, I got your message. I just haven't replied yet, so I'll reply. Thanks for sending me that note. I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't responded. Sorry.
Not ignoring. I'm just not responding.
Sorry. Not doing it on purpose.
We're busy. Very busy. Could y'all hear us okay through the whole thing? Was it too much background noise? Oh, Ernestina. Hey. What?
My man. It's Mark. My man.
Hello from Fort Worth. Audio is fine on the Facebook? That's good to know. Here you go, babe. There's
Hey.
one of them.
My man Blaine.
Hey.
Slingshot Blaine.
Oh, okay. Hey, Blaine. Hey, Cindy. Thanks, Robin. We're packing up. Oh. Lots of people on here. All right. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad I was afraid there would be too much background noise y'all wouldn't be able to hear. So that's good to know. Kodiak, Alaska is listening, babe.
Who?
Kodiak, Alaska in Itasca, Texas.
There was a New Zealand watching too.
Oh, that's cool. All right, y'all.
And it wasn't your buddy who usually watches.
He's Australia. He's New Zealand.
Oh, he's New Zealand.
That's right. All right, y'all. I got to get my daughter. See ya. Thank y'all so much.